I'm searching the web for the latest gaming news. Searching GameZillaMedia.com. Downloading headlines.
Alexander, what about this monster story of yours?
Download complete.
Fortnite has added in-game tournaments to let anyone compete against pros for prizes.
It's about time.
Yeah, so this is a big move. This is bringing.
What are you laughing
I don't know.
It's about time, damn it! Like, okay, I didn't realize Chops had such a strong stance on this. I'm excited to hear
Yeah, he plays
about it.
Fortnite
You know,
all the time.
I'm on a show that I'm trying to give a good answer about. I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, yeah.
We got Dead over there's like, you guys need to be animated. We need to take different sides.
Yeah.
We got to talk about things and be alive. And then he sits there and mocks us every time.
Yeah. What do you think? What am I gonna do? Fine. Yeah, Fortnite sucks.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this story?
Yep, I know. Next
Is that
topic.
better? Is that better
you're-
tonight? Huh? You like that?
Chops, we
Next
need
topic.
Chops, we need honesty out of you.
I am being honest.
All right, let's hear about this story that I ruined.
Fortnite competitive scene. I can't even read now. Fortnite's competitive scene is still young, but so far, most tournaments and events have been invite only or restrictive to terms of who can actually participate. Soon, though, anyone will be able to throw in their hat in the ring. In-game tournaments will be available under the events section of Fortnite, and they'll be open to anyone who wants to participate. According to Epic Games, winners will be able to win prizes, but the developer would not specify what kind of rewards these would be. In the past, millions of dollars, plenty of V-Bucks, which is the in-game currency, have been awarded in competitions. It is possible that Fortnite may explore other types of prizes, such as emotes, but Epic Games has refused to elaborate on this yet. But tournaments will have set dates and times, and the goal will be to rack up points during the game. Points are awarded either through high placement or killing rivals. These points will then be used to match similarly skilled players with one another. Players on all input devices, touch, controller, mouse, and keyboard, will be able to play against one another regardless of choice. Competitors such as Nick Merckx and others have shown that controller players can be successful while competing against some of the best PC players in the world. So this is the interesting piece, is that we're having this in-game that is allowing cross-play tournaments. You can be on your phone, you can be on a console, you could be on a PC playing Fortnite against anybody else on any of the other systems.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea because, like, if you think about it, so Test, you're the face of Switch.
Chops.
You're playing Fork Knife in a tournament.
Okay.
And let's say you're decent.
So let's say
you're decent. How much of an impact would it be to your stream if all of a sudden you were up against top tier, or at least semi-top tier, Fortnite players in a tournament where you have a chance to win things, or you may have already won because you're in this matchup against them?
I mean, you got to win the tournament to be relevant, right? So no one's going to stumble upon my stream with 4 people in there, because no one's going to know that I'm in the same lobby as Nick Merckx, or I'm in the same lobby as
You
Myth.
might know that and be promoting it.
But the second that, I mean, I don't advertise my Twitch. Like, a lot of people have their Fortnite name as, Testonomics TTV, so they know, like, that's your Twitch name.
Right.
So, like, it'd be hard to come find me. But yeah, I mean, winning one of these tournaments is a good platform to kind of get like a launching point for some of these people that are trying to be the oversaturated market of Fortnite. Which, if I remind you, it was the original battle royale with boots on the ground. With the boots, because you're the boots. So. But yes, it's great to maybe very potentially be a launching point for somebody.
Right.
But it also could just be watch Ninja and Tfue and Myth and all these people just win more and continue to win.
You never know.
Well, you never know, but bottom line is this is the interesting aspect of it to me, is that you now are opening this up for recruitment.
Yes.
So now TSM, C9, all these organizations that are building Fortnite teams, or just looking for quality gamers.
Yeah, people that they see potential in, that they can groom to where they're winning these top tier events. You may be placing 3rd, 4th, 5th. I mean, but if you're consistent, there's value in that.
We talked about the Vegas event that Ninja went to, and it started around the fact of this crazy event that Ninja was there, and then all of a sudden, what was the topic that we really focused on? Some kid that ended up winning, like, what was he, like 16 years old or something like that? Some young kid that ended up winning that no one knew who he was. Like, this is that example of taking that out of an arena in Vegas of, X amount of people that are able to get into that facility and make it worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
the
exposure.
time. It's exposure. So if someone, you're right, you're tuning in, you're watching Ninja because that's your guy, and then all of a sudden the same person that you've never heard of ends up killing Ninja,
you're gonna go to his
multiple
stream.
times, you're going to be like, who is this person?
Yeah, and if he's
that's
streaming,
what
you're
these
going to go there.
organizations are going to do too. So it's honestly, you've taken the entire game of Fortnite and you've turned it into a farm system like in a traditional sport.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things, and it kind of goes back to a little bit what you and Test were talking about, Chops, that interests me about this is the fact that again, we know I'm not a Fortnite fan, but I could sit down and watch and know that people that I'm watching are using the same tools or the same platform that I play on. I'm going to be super honest. One of the reasons I don't care at all about the Overwatch League is because they're all PC players. I don't play Overwatch on PC. Mm-hmm. It's a totally different game on the PC. It honestly is. And that's a turnoff to me because it's not the same way I play, or I can't see these players and think like, man, I could do that. No, I see these moves and go, I can't do that because I don't play with a keyboard and mouse.
Right.
So if we were to see prominence of a pad player, or someone, some insane person on an iPhone or whatever, go in and be really successful, it would be really cool for people that aren't PC players.
I think it would be...
that's what this means to me. And as we're seeing this growing crossplay across other platforms, because let's say we flip the story and this was all about Rocket League, I'm like, oh, this is the best thing that's ever happened. All because I don't care about Fortnite doesn't mean I can't see that this is a big move for competitive gaming.
And it builds a little bit of legitimacy for, like, say, if someone playing on a tablet takes down Ninja. That builds legitimacy for games like this on those technologies. Yeah. And to me, it's crazy to think that you could have professional gaming tournaments where people are playing across platforms, some with controllers, some simply on the system itself.
Yeah, and I think this style that they're trying here, which is relatively, I'm going to say it's a new style.
Right.
When you look at games like Rocket League or League of Legends, they have ranks, right? You can play competitively, and let's be honest, if you are top 1%, top 5% of players, you're probably going to be contacted by somebody for tryouts or events or something like that. Right? And I mean, so they have it built in a way where, yes, you can get exposure, but you have to really, you have
to grind.
You have to grind, and you have to maintain up there. Where here, it could be that, like, and again, this also can lead to some bad things. I kind of think of it like NFL, right? Is that you get this, you did great at the combine, you blew out all the numbers that everybody expected, so your draft value goes up, right? You get you in the league and you're garbage. It was just a great moment and you fizzled out. People figured out your one trick and you're done, right? So it's interesting because you can have one online tournament and do something special that opens a door for you and have a shot. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you can have a lot of one and done type, tricksters.
But that's exciting.
And it's exciting to me. Like, I want to see I don't want to see people crash and burn, but I like seeing the bust, right? I like seeing, like, this person is the next Ninja, and then they go out and they are, okay, cool. But if they're not, it's also an interesting story to follow. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's be honest. Not that we're all golf fans here, but Tiger Woods has been an interesting story because of his success he had, and then the crash and burn, and now we're at that point where everyone wonders if he's ever going to win again, and then he just did, right? And when he did, all of a sudden, we started hearing a lot of talk about Tiger Woods again, in a way that we hadn't heard for years.
Yep.
And that's an interesting story arc. So I think, yeah, this is a smart move for Fortnite and Epic and all the organizations that are involved. Mm-hmm. All right. Join the Discord. If you're a Fortnite player or a battle royale player or some form of competitive gamer, get in the Discord. Talk about what you're doing. Team up with other players if you're looking for squads.
In the Looking for Group channel, let us know when you're playing, and people can join you.